Hello, my name is David Waite. I'm a registered counsellor. I live in South Manchester in England, and I'm also a meditation teacher. So my practice is based on person-centred counselling, but I offer a range of additional devices to help my clients as needed. The most powerful one by far is meditation. Indeed, there are times when I might be struggling to help if I did not have the meditation to offer. Some 40 years ago I started to learn it. I wasn't in a good place at the time, so I was really blessed it did the job for me. I survived. I'm still doing it now. I've refined it, so it's become even more effective. Then I needed to do it. Now I don't really, but I do it because it constantly enhances my life. It's effective, cumulative. My clients confirm that to me. It enhances my life in more and more subtle ways. I want to introduce as many people as possible to this method of meditation. It takes a little time, so this is an introduction to a longer YouTube video called Meditation Can Transform Your Life, which is here. That describes the psychology of what I call the soul, how it gets hurt and how it gets healed. You can then learn meditation from there. It's a really simple method. There are lots of people who will sell you meditation or mindfulness. I have an adage that says, if you ask 10 people what meditation is, you'll probably get 10 different answers. If you ask 10 people what mindfulness is, you may not get an answer which I would call a definition. You see, my background is technical. This is my second career. I like precise definitions. That way we can progress by communicating effectively. I find in the psychological world definitions are quite poor. So when I teach my meditation I try to be very clear. I often have to help people who have learned a different meditation method not to wander back into that. The basic type of meditation I use is Anapanasati, and it actually predates Buddhism, Hinduism and indeed Christianity, right back into the Vedic tradition as far as we can tell. I decided some years ago to introduce it to my counselling clients. I was astonished at the results. Over the years I've kept a record of client improvement in an anonymous form, of course, by taking scores at the beginning and at the end of counselling. For those who practice the method, it shows consistently positive results. Not so much for the others, really. The diagram behind me shows a visual aid I use quite frequently with the clients. I use it also to introduce the simple form of meditation. So there's an outer annulus here, okay, which is my consciousness, that's what I'm aware of. Okay. Now within that is my subconscious, which is all the rest of me. Okay. I'm not aware of what happens in there by this definition, but it is the vast majority of my mental activity. Actually my consciousness is more like the thickness of a line rather than the thickness of the annulus. At the very centre is an interesting place called the perfect core. It has three properties. Person I was meant to be before the rubbish happened. Place of perfect peace and all the strength I'll ever need. I've yet to meet a client who did not aspire to these three different properties. This is the source of our healing. It's what the meditation taps into. The meditation actually takes us down into this and helps us to find this peace. We discover in our silence that we already have a healing process inside. We may not be particularly conscious of healing when we meditate, because it seems like we're just daydreaming. But we are just giving our soul, as I call this bit of human software, a chance to take a break and to recover from what's been hurting it. It's really essential though to do this practice every day, usually 20 minutes, of sitting down and allowing the soundness to permeate our being in the method I teach. The YouTube Meditation Can Transform Your Life explains this. It takes me just 10 minutes to teach it, but if you don't understand why you will benefit so much, then you may just give it up. You might be seeking relaxation, but it's not about that, so you won't consistently get it. It's actually about healing, and it's remarkably effective at that. I explain the psychology of hurting and healing so you can understand what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how it works. Okay. Peacefulness is usually part of the experience, but it's only a part. The peaceful bit is a consolidation process. The rest of the time it's cathartic. And that just seems like mundane daydreaming. It's the thoughts that you would normally have. We can't predict what's going to happen in meditation because all we're doing is simply allowing space for whatever the soul needs to do without any interferences from outside. Every time you do it, it gets a bit clearer. The rubbish inside is gradually removed. It's a really powerful process. When I offer this service to the public locally, the local health authority sends me its patients. Kind of nice. The important thing about this meditation is its absolute simplicity. In the West, we're very good at adding bits to things. Typically, we try and control our breathing. This is contrary to the method, because the method's just very simple. The consciousness is clever. That's what they're using. But the subconscious is wise. That's what we want to tap into. We stop trying to control from the outside and allow the inner being there to take charge. We've had enough of clever. We need wisdom, and that's where the wisdom lies. So the important thing is to learn the method and simply to do it every day without question, regardless of where it takes us. Progress is gradual, but it's significant, a bit like a child growing up. There have been times when I say, why am I doing this? But then I look back and see the progress I've made. Then I know why I'm doing it. It's inspirational as well. The first thing to do is reduce anxiety. Younger people call that overthinking, I think. Once some of that is removed, you can start to see yourself a bit more and make better decisions about the future. Then you can find out where you're supposed to be, what's the best place for you in life, where you're going, what we're doing. What we need to do is sit down with it every single day. Best if you can do it twice a day, but if you do it once, just for 20 minutes and be really, really disciplined about it. I tend to do it first thing in the morning. Some people find that difficult last thing at night, very often. There's plenty of research about it. Ruby Wax has written some books about meditation in general, and she's pulled together some really impressive research. It shows that even people who just do it for a short period of time have longer term benefits. But the longer you do it, of course, the more you'll benefit. So when my clients have finished their counselling and carry on with the meditation, their lives will continue to improve for just as long as they keep it up. Because in counselling, I don't want to fix people for the period of counselling. I want to help people move on so that they actually can carry on with life without my input. I've written a book about this called So Now You Get It. It's hopefully coming out late this year, late 2020. It covers a whole range of topics in psychology and counselling, describes how I practice, how I think, and how that helps people in a practical sense. My textbooks are my clients. They're the people who really understand and they can articulate what it is they're doing. I have to reach to them and learn from them. Then that knowledge goes into how I teach the meditation. The objective in doing this video is to extend the pool of people who can benefit from this incredible technique, beyond the simple counselling fraternity I have. So I might see 50 clients in a year, but this method can reach many thousands. I have a personal motivation as well. I believe that everybody did this meditation, the world would be a different place. People would not be so stressed out, and they wouldn't stress other people out either. People would be more enlightened, so they do the right thing, not the wrong thing. We don't have to look very far in this world to see people doing lots of wrong things and causing lots of stress to others, all needless. That needs to change. But the main thing for now is for you to get this practice, either from the YouTube, Meditation Can Transform Your Life, or you could try a Buddhist centre which practices Anapanasati, although you won't get the theory, you'll only get the practice when you go there. The YouTube will help you with the theory. And have a go. You can contact me for help and be in touch with me. So we've got my email address there. So I hope you enjoy this very brief video, and I hope you will take time to look at a more comprehensive one. Feel free to browse through my website too. Thank you for watching. My wish for you is that your life improves now and forever. If you let it, today can be the first day of your new life, as they say. So take care, and goodbye for now.